Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL lately, you've probably heard the buzz, and trust me, it's not just idle chatter. There's a serious game-changing rumor swirling around the league, and it involves none other than Lane Johnson, the all-pro offensive tackle from the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, you heard right. The Eagles, currently sitting at 5-2 and with a cap space of around $18 million, are in a bit of a rebuild mode. And that's something we don't see every day with a team that's been contenders for the last few seasons. The Eagles are in a position where they're rethinking their roster, especially after giving up a staggering 25 points per game and suffering some costly leaks on defense. They're looking to free up cap space, and one of the biggest pieces on the table is Lane Johnson. Now, why would the Eagles trade away such a cornerstone? Well, it's about the future. Philadelphia seems to be somewhat skeptical about retaining veteran offensive linemen like Johnson, especially considering his age and the rising costs of extending contracts for veteran players. Johnson, for those who don't know, is an absolute beast on the edges. He's a multi-year All-Pro and has been one of the most reliable tackles in the league for years. In 2025, he dominated with a 94% pass block win rate, allowing 0 sacks in 400 snaps, which is practically unheard of in today's NFL. His PFF grade of 89, 4 and EPA per snap of plus 0.22 demonstrate just how impactful he is in both pass protection and run blocking. Plus, he's shown incredible durability over his career, playing over 160 games with a 96% professional rate, and not missing a single game in 2025 due to injury. Comparing him to Trent Williams in durability isn't just a compliment, it's a statement of how consistent and reliable Johnson is. Not to mention, he's added more than 180 rushing yards as an Eagle in 2023, boosting their ground game by around 15% and increasing their ground EPA by 15% as well. So the Eagles are looking to move Johnson, and the Packers are reportedly interested. The idea is to acquire him for a first-round pick in 2026. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. A first-round pick for an aging tackle? Is that really worth it? Well, considering Johnson's elite performance, his ability to stabilize the offensive line, and the fact that he could be a pivotal piece for Green Bay's offense, especially with the development of Jordan Love, it makes a lot of sense. The Packers, who currently sit at 5-2, have an offensive line that's ranked around 17th in pressures allowed, which isn't bad but could really benefit from an upgrade. Johnson's presence on the right side would be a game changer, especially with Glover's status being questionable. And let's not forget, Johnson's addition would likely boost the overall protection by around 16%, giving Jordan Love much more time to find his receivers and make plays. Right now, Love's pocket time is around 3.2 seconds, which isn't terrible, but with Johnson anchoring the right side, that could easily increase, giving the young quarterback more comfort and room to operate. This move would also help alleviate some pressure on Williams, who's currently out, and elevate the run game by providing better blocking for running backs like A.J. Dillon and the emerging rookies. Johnson's presence could lead to an additional 2 yards per play on offense, and crucially, create mismatches in the red zone, where the Packers have been pretty effective, scoring around 55% of their trips into the red zone for touchdowns. Now, the impact of this trade for the Packers isn't just about immediate boosts. It's about positioning the team for sustained success, potentially transforming the offensive line into a top-tier unit, similar to the dominant lines of the 2010s that helped push Green Bay deep into the playoffs and even to Super Bowls. Johnson's addition could also help in the short and long term by reducing the chances of injuries, which have plagued many teams over the years, and by creating a more balanced attack that keeps defenses guessing. When you look at the numbers, his impact is clear. He could add around 11 pancakes per game, help establish a top-3 NFC run game, and force defenses to respect both the pass and the run, opening up more opportunities for Love and the skill position players. Now, that's where things get really interesting in the context of the postseason. The odds of the Packers winning the Super Bowl could see a significant shift if this move happens. Currently, their odds are around plus 3,500, not terrible, but still a long shot. If they manage to add Johnson, those odds could tighten considerably to around plus 1,600, making them real contenders. Historically, trades like this, especially for offensive tackles, have had a huge impact on a team's playoff run. Think back to the 2013 season when the Packers acquired David Bakhtiari, whose emergence helped solidify the line and contributed to their deep playoff run. Historically, offensive line upgrades, especially at critical positions like left or right tackle, have shifted the balance of power in the NFC and even the entire league. So, is this trade a visionary move by the Packers front office? Absolutely. It's strategic, it's bold, and it's exactly the kind of move that could propel Green Bay back into serious Super Bowl contention. The team is already showing promise with a 5-2 record, and adding a player of Lane Johnson's caliber would be a statement of intent. It's about reshaping the offense, solidifying the line, and creating a foundation for a potentially dominant run in 2026. It echoes the dynasty-building moves of the past, where solid, reliable offensive line play was the backbone of championship teams. And of course, all of this speculation is rooted in the bigger picture. The NFC is wide open, but with teams like the 49ers, Eagles, and Cowboys, every advantage counts. Green Bay has a talented young quarterback in Jordan Love, and protecting him is paramount if they want to maximize his potential. The addition of Johnson would not only protect him better, but also elevate the entire offensive scheme, making the Packers more unpredictable and dangerous. It's a move that could reshape the division, make the Packers a team to beat in the NFC, and set the stage for a new era of Green Bay dominance. In conclusion, this trade, if it comes to fruition, could be one of the most impactful moves of the NFL offseason. It's a strategic gamble that could pay off big time, creating a more formidable offensive front and positioning Green Bay as a true Super Bowl contender once again. Lane Johnson's addition would be a statement. The Packers are serious about returning to the top, and they're willing to make bold moves to get there. The NFL landscape might look very different in the near future, and Green Bay fans should be excited about the possibility of seeing their team rise even higher, driven by a move that echoes the championship-winning strategies of the past and sets the stage for a new chapter of NFL greatness. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So folks, what do you think about this potential blockbuster move? Is Lane Johnson the missing piece for the Packers? Do you believe this trade could be the spark that ignites a Super Bowl run? Or do you think it's too risky? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really want to hear your opinions. This is what makes following this team so exciting. We get to see these strategies unfold, debate the possibilities, and imagine what the future might hold. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest Green Bay Packers news. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, go Pack Go.